What happened with Aesha after?
After the programme?
Yeah.
No, we split up.
Oh no, why?
To be honest, when I got home, I just thought it was a bit of a forced situation and it wasn't reality. Thought about it all and called it a day.
Are you still friends with her?
With Aesha?
Yeah.
No, we haven't spoke, to be honest.
Oh, really?
No. I'd like to be, but obviously it's a hard situation to be in, isn't it?
We left the boat and then he was like, oh, I really want you to come to London with me and meet my family. But then he's like, don't book a ticket till I've gone to this wedding because we've got family staying and it's really busy and I don't know like what date we'll have a room for, but still come. And then the next thing I know, because I noticed that then I didn't realise, suddenly girlfriend again, was watching my Instagram stories. So I went and looked at her stories and I see that she's on a f***ing train with him to the wedding and at the wedding with him. And I was just like, holy shit, how can you be this f***ing mean to someone? Like, it was just such a like stab in the back. So then I was like trying to call him again because I was like, we're f***ing adults. Like, I'm calling him to be like, we're done. And then finally managed to call him and I was like, we're done. Can't believe you treated me like this, blah, blah. And he was just like, well, at first he was like, what do you mean? Treated you like what? And I was like, don't play f***ing games with me. And then I was like, so you've been f***ing her while we're still together? He's like, yeah. And I was just like, f*** you, man. Like, that's so f***ing shit. And then I get her messaging me like, excuse me. She's like, can you please stop talking to my boyfriend? And I like sent her a photo of him asking me to be his girlfriend. I was like, you mean my boyfriend? Good luck with that one. And yeah, I can't even remember what she said. And then I just like blocked her. She's such a f***ing bitch. And even like throughout all of that, I was so nice to him. I was like, I know you're not a bad person. Like, you've just made a really shitty decision. Like, you've treated your friend really bad and I'm disappointed in you. And then next thing I know, I'm like blocked off everything and he's like never spoken to me again. So yeah.
The sad thing was though, is she had actually said to him and kept it really casual because she's like, it's a boat, you know, we've met on a boat, you live in England, I live in New Zealand. And he was the one that pushed it. And then the whole time he'd been seeing this other girl in England, so.
I don't like Jack.
No, me neither.
No.
Still to this day, I'm like, he's not a bad person. He's just a major coward and he's just immature. He's just like a little kid. He doesn't deal with things like adults should deal with things. Like, he runs away from things. And I think at the time he was just like, I think he just gets like too caught up in it and doesn't think about the future. And then he probably went home and was like, oh, that's right, like, I've got this other girl here, like, what have I done, kind of thing. And instead of just saying to me, like,
which you would have been
which I was like wanting anyway,
with.
like,
Yeah,
if he said like, oh, let's not do anything. But instead of that, he was just like, I'm just going to run away from it and bury my head and pretend it hasn't happened.
I just always think honesty is like the best policy. Even if you did fancy her, even if you said, look, we can have a casual thing, but just so you know, it probably won't go anywhere because I'm seeing someone at home. But she said that I can do what I want when I'm away or whatever. I think that as adults, you need to, you know, you don't need to be playing with people's emotions like that.
What would you say to him if you saw him today?
I think I'd just say to him that I know that in his heart he isn't a bad person, but he just made some really shitty decisions and that he really disappointed me as a friend because I expected more from him. And I just think the way that he treated me was really not cool and that I deserve an apology, like really deserve an apology. And yeah, I think I'm just disappointed in him.
Can you tell us about your new girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh,
the love of my life, Leah. Oh my gosh. You know, I have to say this. For me, love is love. I'm attracted to men and I'm attracted to women. I prefer women because of the communication.
What, you can actually communicate?
Yeah, and there's like a bond. I can't explain it. So, and Leah's hot. What can I say? She's smoking hot. You know, in life, when you just know what you want, someone goes, what do you want in a person? Write a list. Then they said, become that person. And then they said, imagine that person. And that's Leah. And she's my list. Do you know what I didn't write? The same city. She lives in Denver. So I freaking moved from LA to Denver. And I love LA, but I love her. And Denver's actually a cool city. And I met her, she actually came across the show because she's a Housewives junkie, but she never watched our show. and she saw me yelling at you. And so that turned her on.
That did it for her, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So she was attracted to you before she met you.
Yeah, so, well, I don't think she knew what she was. And then she sent me a message on Facebook in June. I don't look at those. In October I looked, and she wrote many blessings, and that caught my eye. And then I clicked on it, and she sings the national anthem for the Denver Broncos. And I have to be honest, like it was twofold. I went, wow, she's hot, and she sings. I'm gonna call her. And when we met, you know that energy that happens between people? Well, that was it. And then she was going through a divorce at the time, and I just said, I don't wanna do that. Like, I don't wanna be a rebound or someone's like thing. So I just kept the line. And then when it was done, I was like, we were like.
So there was no romantic, like you didn't kiss or anything that first night?
No. Because I'm not that person. Like I don't drink. So if I was drinking, oh yeah, I would have. But I'm in it for the long haul. Listen, I'm 50, how old am I?
52.
Okay, so I'm halfway there. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna mess around.
Halfway where? Where are you going?
Lived half my life.
You're gonna live to 104?
Probably not. Anyway, it's magical. She's so amazing, and I'm so in love. And Hannah, you wrote, please stop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because she's gushing?
Yeah.
Totally.
It's very cute, though.
and you know what? I'm so happy, but I'm happy. She adds to my happiness, so I'm a happy soul. I am. And then I have another happy soul. It's like, right now I think we're the brightest light on the planet.
You guys had a final slumber party together, didn't you?
Oh,
on the top deck, eh?
outside, yeah. Oh, sleeping outside, you know.
What are you guys doing? Why don't we just go to bed?
Sleep out there. We'll sleep under the stars.
What we're doing, smoking ciggies and like freezing.
Don't know. It's just like when you go camping when you're a kid. It's like a little day out, isn't it?
And you sleep in your backyard. That's kind of how we felt.
Woke up there freezing. Felt like a pint
freezing.
of sand. And no water. It was like that.
And it was fucking windy as
Old
wasn't it?
mate, you had all the fucking blankets as well. Always like that. Get me in there.
So why sit up there instead of go down warm with your
I don't know. We
girl?
probably need a little bit of bro time, didn't we?
Yeah,
Moved
you know.
out to cabins. Hadn't seen him for a while.
Couple of bros just sleeping in the goddamn 45 knots of wind. Freezing our fucking dicks off. Not bad.
I was like genuinely really pissed off at that because I was like, Jack knows this is our last night together on the boat, like our last night in the cabin, and he's gonna go and like spend it up with Trav. Why wouldn't you want to like cuddle up to this lady on your last night?
Hey, subscribe if you liked the video, and if you want more, click here.